Best in the Game is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of USC Athletics, helping the world keep promises. Our Best in the Game is Gavin Meyer. He's had a huge impact coming over as a senior transfer from Wyoming. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody Kessler. Gavin, welcome to Trojans Live. Why USC? Why'd you make the decision in your final year to come over and be a Trojan?
Yeah, entering the transfer portal, in the last year of eligibility was definitely a big decision. I ended up graduating in May, so that was a big part of it, and the timely transfer for me. And then I think the biggest decision for me was, wanting to go somewhere where it's high level college football, and I think, having the opportunity to play here, couldn't be happier, and specifically with the coaching staff, just everyone was at the top of their game, and getting to learn from and get to play at this high level, just couldn't be happier with it.
Yeah, I can't get more high level than maybe Coach Henderson, right? Comes down from the NFL, coaching Aaron Donald. What's it like to be in a room with him and work with him and get some of that expertise as he has?
It's hard to express because a coach like that getting to pour into you at the college level and previously doing it at the NFL level at such a high level for many, many years. Everything he says, anything he tells you or doesn't tell you, you have to pay attention to. And then everyone in the D-line room, just being able to learn from him and then work together as a unit and get it done on the field is really just a dream come true for sure this season.
How have you been able to make that transition, right? And you were a summer transfer player, only been here a short amount of time, and now you're a key player on this USC defense. What does that transition look like? You talk about the coaches, but I guess personally, what have you had to do to be able to be ready to play?
Yeah, I think one of the big takeaways I have from this offseason and what I had to do going into it was change and transform my body to be able to play at this level. There's definitely a lot that I had to do in that category. And then along with my teammates, just getting in the playbook and getting all the techniques and concepts that, we do here down to a T. So we wouldn't have to worry about that when we got into fall camp and, already rolling into season.
You're listening to Gavin Meyer on Trojans Live. We've got a little Wyoming to USC pipeline going on here. Did you talk to Emmanuel Pregnon or Solomon Byrd about their experience? Was that part of understanding this decision?
Yeah, so I was able to speak to both of those guys after I was in the portal, and I was able to hear from USC. I definitely reached out to both of them. They're both really actually big contributors to my success at Wyoming. Emmanuel, we both came in together at Wyoming, and then Solomon, he was already there, already had a bunch of success there when I got there, and him being on the D-line, I was able to learn a lot about pass rush from him. He's a pass rush guru, and what he does and how he gets it done. So there was definitely a little bit of a connection there that I'm super happy to get to be here with E-Man for sure.
Originally from Wisconsin, so you're a Midwest guy, Big Ten guy. I'm sure you grew up watching some Big Ten football. What's it like to, get this chance to go into the big house in Michigan and play a football game?
Yeah, growing up watching Big Ten football, every weekend, regardless of the team. But the big house and how big it is going to be a really cool atmosphere for us to go into, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Who's been your biggest inspiration as a player? And, all of us going through college, we like to watch some of the pros or some of the older guys. Who do you like to model your game after?
I like to model my game after, someone that with unrelenting, effort and just a really knack for the game and, a nose for the football. Guys that come to mind are like, the Clay Matthewses, the Aaron Donalds, the J.J. Watts. But, with the elbow brace now, I get a lot of the J.J. Watt stuff.
Yeah.
So.
How cool has it been to have Aaron Donald around the team a little bit and get to talk to him?
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really looking forward to actually meeting him for the first time. I got to, walk by him pregame, but I didn't feel like that was the right time to introduce myself.
Yeah.
But since I've only been here in the summer, he was more here during spring ball and the camp and stuff. But it's awesome, one of the best to ever do it, and yeah.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
For people watching out there, how would you describe your role in this defense? Not necessarily your position. Everyone hears the position, but in terms of how it affects the other 10 guys in the defense, what do you feel like, you're bringing into the table to fit into this scheme?
One of the main things that I want to always bring to a team, regardless of what position you play or whatever, is that trust that trust factor that you have to have in everyone on the field and just doing your job 100% of the time. So no one next to you tries to cover for you or anything like that. And then after that, it's just the effort piece, whether it's 20 yards downfield or 5 yards in the backfield. Like, I'll always be running to the ball and always be there to, try to clean up a tackle or, get the ball out in that kind of situation. I think that's something I always pride myself in.
You mentioned the old elbow braces out there. I played with JJ, and he hurt his elbow one week, and then he wore the elbow braces, it seemed like, for the rest of his career. Is this an ongoing injury that you're dealing with, or you just look cool out there with your sweet cyborg arms out there pumping guys off you there?
That's funny that you say that because it was kind of a situation like that, comfortability aspect, and something that I've gotten used to, and probably be rocking for
Just part of it's just part of the war paint now. I got to put on the sleeves and get ready.
Yeah. It turns out to be just like that. That's funny that you.
Yeah.
We got to talk to him last week, but I'm so impressed with Coach Lynn and his football knowledge and the way that he talks to his players. What has it been like getting to learn from Danton Lynn, and how have you really kind of adjusted to his scheme?
Man, Coach Lynn, everything he does is top tier stuff football wise, and I feel like him as a coach in person, communicating what he wants done on the football field, there's not much better way to put it than he does. So, like you said, getting to talk to him last week, I'm sure you guys just super impressed by how he talks game and how he talks football. And something that, I've been blessed with is getting to actually talk to, like, the back seven guys, too, and everything that they do is really tied in with what we do and how we get to the QB and how we stop the run. So, just having that molded defense top down is something that I feel like he's done a great job with.
Saturday is going to be a battle in the trenches. Gavin Meyer will be right there leading the way for that USC defense, which has been so good this season. Good luck this weekend, Gavin. We will be watching and looking forward to it. When you've got good beer and good vibes, it's all bueno. Stone Buena Vesa Salt and Lime Lager is Baja inspired and imported from San Diego, located near you at findnoutstonebrewing.com. And fight on Trojans and fly on with ONT. Ontario International Airport is a proud sponsor of our USC Trojans. Visit SoCalSoEasy.com to book your journey through ONT. To get on this show today, you have to be named Gavin. We're going from Gavin Meyer to Gavin Aurelia. He's next on Trojans Live.